So, whenever you do this, we
really want to get together on it.
Team Dyess,
Okay.
Make sure it's like really
We're on in 5, 4, 3.
Good afternoon, Team Dyess. Welcome back to your weekly airdrop of News Ab Alto. I'm Airman First Class Drake Lehman. We'll start off by looking at some of our most recent news stories and briefly cover some upcoming on-base events for your enjoyment. Afterwards, we've got an interview about the Air Force Assistance Fund, and then finish off with this week's shout out. Oh, and I couldn't possibly forget about the awards for the best mustache submission. But first, last October, the 489th Bomb Group was reactivated after a 70-year hiatus. Since that day, they've been positively reinforcing the 7th Bomb Wing's mission. Senior Airman Shannon Hall covers the B-1B Lancer Air Force Reserve Unit and how their seamless integration with active duty airmen helps build strength and good rapport between the bomb wing and group. In addition to her time with our reservists, Airman Hall also visited the 40th Airlift Squadron to see Dyess Airmen return home from deployment. Family, friends, and their co-workers gathered to greet 28 airmen home from their 3-month deployment. During their time away, they conducted a wide range of air, land, and airdrop missions together. Welcome home, Screaming Eagles. And in a similar light, the memory and legacy of the men and women who served our country in wars long past continue to live on in our hearts, even after time has taken them away from us. Airman First Class Sean White created a video to showcase the life of World War II veteran Staff Sergeant William Thomas Dixon, as told by his wife, Carol. She gives insight into his great escapades as a B-17 ball turret gunner and his endearing affection and dedication as a husband. His story will live on with her and all of us. Great stories like these and so many more can be found on our Facebook and our website at dyess.af.mil. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and this morning Colonel Benson kicked off the Air Force Assistance Fund the right way. Airman First Class Kenneth New has an interview for us covering just how we can contribute and make the difference.
Hey Team Dyess, we're here today with Captain Brian Rawl, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the Air Force Assistance Fund.
The Air Force Assistance Fund was created by President Reagan as an Air Force-wide charity. The Air Force Enlisted Village and the Air Force Village helped to provide a home for active duty airmen and their spouses and families. The LeMay Foundation specifically provides aid in day-to-day living expenses and housing for widowed spouses. And finally, the Air Force Aid Society helps to provide aid in the form of last-minute transportation costs, travel, day-to-day expenses, and living expenses for active duty airmen. If you're interested in donating to the Air Force Assistance Fund, there are group and unit level representatives that you can contact to donate today.
Don't forget, this coming Monday, April 4th, the base is having its next FOD walk at 0800 sharp. Buses will pick you up outside of the BX at 0730. Help keep the flight line and our airmen free from hazard. And at 1500 the same day, the base theater is hosting a very special showing of the movie 4443. It's the tale of Lieutenant Colonel William Edwin Dyess himself and the greatest story of the war in the Pacific. Dress is uniform of the day, and for civilians, well, got a little more freedom of attire there, so. But with our upcoming bomb wing exercise, Constant Vigilance, the 7th Operations Support Squadron Intelligence Flight will be presenting the Road to War brief at the theater on the 4th at 0600, 0900, and 1300, and the 5th of April from 0600, 0900, and 1600 as well. Attend and prepare. The more you know, right? And now it's the moment you mustachios have all been waiting for, the Mustache March Award Ceremony. Coming in 3rd place is Senior Airman Alex Guerrero, mostly because if, he were to shave it, people would likely Photoshop him frequently. And 2nd place goes to Staff Sergeant Nicholas Phillip, who has a stash with such vigor, it stands at attention. Good on you, man. And the 1st place is Senior Airman Ivan Cespedes. Congratulations for having a properly groomed stash and a nice haircut to boot. Tom Selleck would be oh so proud. The award for Worst Place Stash and the Charlie Chaplin Award goes to Airman First Class Drake Wait, what? What?
Good. Good. Good.
You know, it's weird. We haven't received very many photos for the Mustache March competition. I mean, we just assume people just aren't that fond of mustaches. So, we asked ourselves, where have all the mustaches gone? Well, we've got a promotional clip for next week's investigative news report where we get the scoop on the lack of stash. Mustaches. One of the few self-expressions male airmen still have. They're a beacon of independence in a sea of customs and courtesies, and some might say a badge of honor. So when a month celebrating the stash came and went with little evidence of participation from Dyess airmen, News Ab Alto investigated just why this might be. The reasons are shocking. Hey, sir, can you tell us where the mustaches have gone?
No comment.
Sir,
comment.
wait. What the heck? Why doesn't anybody want to talk to us? So, just how high does this go? The Joint Chiefs?
Higher.
POTUS?
I'm just asking the question. When was the last time you saw a United States president with a mustache?
I've just been informed that we won't be airing next week's investigative news report. Well, hey, on the bright side, we have an honored guest, or guests, I might add, who will be giving us this week's shout out.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant General Sam Cox, and this is Chief Master Sergeant Todd Petzel. I'm the 18th Air Force Commander. He's the 18th Air Force Command Chief. And we represent about 33,000 airmen in our United States Air Force. But today we get to give a fantastic shout out to Team Dyess and the 317th Airlift Group.
Do you have a friend or a foe you'd like to send a shout out to? Well, send us an email at 7bwpa@us.af.mil with the subject line, shout out. Or you could always comment below this video. Remember to keep it news appropriate because you never know who may be watching. That concludes this week of News Ab Alto. Thank you for watching, Team Dyess. Enjoy your week, celebrate your freedoms, and we'll see you again next time.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All our latest stories can be found on dyess.af.mil.